Get ready to revamp your resume for future employers with a new program coming to campus. Hello, I'm Justin Gick.
And I'm Callie Montana. Looking for more Philly sites to check out? A new museum is currently in the works. We have all this and more coming up on LTV News, where the action never stops.
Hello and welcome to LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Olney Avenue, Philadelphia, and the world.
There's a lot to catch up on the next half hour, as Caitlin Page has had the opportunity to sit down with the director of the Business Leadership Fellow Program for this week's interview. So let's hear the buzz around campus.
LaSallian Immersion and Volunteer Experience is offering a new feature to their programs called Active LaSallian Citizen Fellowship. The new program will be placing 2 rising seniors in service opportunities to give more than an individual experience and the opportunity for deeper immersion. The 2 sites for service are located at a school in Kenya and an educational center in Florida. At these locations, the chosen Active LaSallian citizens will be teaching English to students and assisting with children in the summer camp programs. Information sessions will be held March 1st at 5 p.m. and March 6th at 12:30 p.m. in UMass. Applications can be found on the LaSalle Student Affairs website and will be March 20th by 6 p.m.
Students, faculty, and families of LaSalle students bid the night away and raised $11,000 at the 15th annual LaSallian Immersion and Volunteer Experience auction. This event benefited 5 of the 12 LIV programs, which include Blackfeet Montana, Jamaica, Project Mapendo, El Otro Lado, and the Coastal Development Project. Attendees had the opportunity to bid on items ranging from concert tickets to a Disney vacation package. All of the funds raised during the basket bidding portion went towards El Otro Lado and the Coastal Development Project, while any money that was raised during the auction benefited Blackfeet Montana, Project Mapendo, and Jamaica.
So I've coordinated 2 LIV programs. I participated in one. So I definitely want to help support my fellow coordinators, fellow students who are doing them.
So I've participated in LIV trips my last 2 years at LaSalle, and this is going to be my 3rd one, and they're just such life-changing experiences. You really learn so much about the world, how to make a difference, and without this event, they wouldn't be able to happen. So it's just so awesome to see everybody coming out to support and helping us with our fundraising.
All the money goes towards our trips, and it's just a huge help because then we can take any extra money or all the money and just support the places we go to.
Various LaSalle organizations joined forces at Logan Elementary School to create a peace room. LaSalle students have been planning this invitation since mid-January and started the process back in October by cleaning out the room. The painting process recently took place over 2 days, and now the LaSalle Peace Room is all ready to go. The room is now a designated area for staff members and students to reflect after a long day of teaching and learning.
And every semester, Career Services hosts a job fair representing all major and career interests. This year, in addition to the fair, the Career Center will be hosting a Power Prep on Thursday, March 20th. The event will take place in the Holroyd Atrium from 12 until 2 p.m., giving students an opportunity to get their materials and cells ready for the job fair a week later. Be sure to stop by the Career Center and Founders Hall for more information leading up to both on-campus events.
LaSalle will be offering themed living and learning communities next fall. Nick Pulio has the full story on this new housing option. Check it out.
Housing selection for the 2018-2019 school year is right around the corner. And for incoming freshmen, the reality of living away from home can be quite daunting. To ease the transition process and allow first-year students to make new friends who share similar interests and values, incoming freshmen will now have the opportunity to apply to live in new living learning communities as part of the housing process.
Because you have this group of 15 to 20 people that you can come back to the same floor every night and hang out with, I think there's more of an ability to go out and try something very different. You sort of start off ahead of all kind of other students who are coming here, and in those first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, trying to find a group of students that are going to be their core group of friends. This almost does that for you from day one.
3 new communities are making their debut this year. the creative and performing arts community allows students to experience the diverse artistic and cultural scene of Philadelphia while discovering how to best express one's creativity. The Wellness and Mindful Living community is for students who are interested in living a balanced life by focusing on the 7 aspects of wellness, while also making positive choices about health and fitness. The World Cultures community promotes an exploration of Philadelphia's amazing and diverse culture, while at the same time investigating various other cultures and global perspectives. One final community, Signum Fidei, Latin for sign of faith, is already in existence on campus and has been for 9 years. I had a chance to sit down with Brother Bob Kinsler, the community's lead advisor, to discuss this distinctly LaSallian opportunity.
And they are then required to do service on a weekly basis. We don't set a time period, but we want it to be a regular. So if they're tutoring every week, that's fine. If they're going to face-to-face every week, that's fine. But we want it to be something where they are doing the same thing every week and building relationships. And there are students responsible for leading their peers and reflection of the service. And almost always that in some way, shape, or form ties into what's valuable to them. Part of the reflection is really for you to begin to think about what this will mean for you going forward. How's the service changing you? And if you don't stop and reflect on it, there's really no way to figure out how the service is changing you.
With 4 amazing opportunities just around the corner, our newest LaSallians can embark upon a stress-free adjustment to the Explorer lifestyle. Reporting from the residence halls and for LTV News, I'm Nick Palayo.
It's a great way for them to transition in the freshmen, because there are some freshmen who come into college and are nervous, and especially making, new friends and everything.
Right.
I mean, personally, I didn't have that problem because I just talk all the time and don't know when to stop. But, there are some people who need that extra push, and by having people who know all the stuff in the same, the same interest makes it great. But following the tragedy at Parkland High School in Florida, schools all over the nation have taken initiative for higher safety precautions. Justin Gick has a story on how LaSalle can be prepared. Check it out.
We're here on LaSalle University's campus, a campus of over 5,000 students. In wake of the Florida shooting on February 14th, we wanted to find out from the Philadelphia Police Department and LaSalle University's public safety what they are doing to prepare students and faculty in the event of an active shooter. At Good Shepherd Hall, we caught up with Dr. Amanda Guthorn, Assistant Vice President of Public Safety, who said this about what our campus has in place and planned.
So we have an emergency notification system, Rave Alert, that we can send out notifications. And there's also a pair to that, which is Rave Guardian. I actually pulled it up on my phone. And Rave Guardian is a way for people to reach us. And in terms of an active shooter, it's really about finding a place to be safe. So in an instance where somebody can get away, if they have the time and distance, running away from, obviously, the gunshots is the most important thing to do. Not huddling in groups if you're in a classroom or in a meeting space. Not huddling in groups, securing the door. Sometimes doors don't have locks for those specific doors, but there's other things that you can do. Take a binder and shove it under the door so that it keeps the door from opening. Tie a belt or a tie or something around the doorknob and another inanimate object.
At Philadelphia Police Headquarters, Deputy Commissioner Dennis Wilson talked about what the Philly Police suggest students do.
The basics of active shooter is the run, hide, fight. First you want to, if you can get away from that shooter, you do so. If you can't, you hide, and last resort is you fight if you're confronted and you can not hide or run. But we want an immediate call to 911. That's first and foremost, and we'll have a large response to any incident like that.
Their final message to LaSalle students?
Be aware of your surroundings, be aware of the people around you and drastic changes in behavior. If somebody says that they are intent on doing themselves or another person harm, take that seriously and go to somebody who can help.
And we'll go back to see something, say something. That's the most important thing you can do. We'll all work together, get us the information, we'll investigate it. If it's something happening immediately, we'll have a city-wide response to it.
Reporting from LaSalle's campus, I'm Justin Gick, LaSalle TV News. So Callie, this was a really interesting piece to do in light of all the Parkland shooting that happened, and this is of quite a concern around campus. So it was good to hear what the Philadelphia Police and our public safety is doing, just to prepare us and what we can do to, in a shooting situation.
Yeah, it would have been interesting actually to also hear like students' opinions too,
Yeah.
but maybe next time.
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Well, the Business Leadership Fellows program provides mentoring and skills and taking on the business world. Caitlin Page has sat down with Elizabeth Schroeder to talk about the new program. Check it out.
So Elizabeth, you're here today representing the Business Leadership Fellows program in our School of Business here on campus, and you're actually the director of the program, right?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Well, first of all, welcome to LaSalle's
Thank
campus.
you.
I hope you're getting acclimated and learning all about our LaSallian ways and becoming an explorer. But can you tell us a little bit about this program?
Sure. So this program is brand new, started in January when I came to campus. Worked with Mary Sheila, the Dean of the Business School, who had this great idea to create a leadership development program for the folks within the School of Business. Give them opportunities to explore their leadership, develop their personal leadership styles, give them opportunities to engage in professional development chances like internships, job shadowing, co-ops, and have someone that's like a career coach or someone that can guide those students throughout their time. It's a great opportunity for current students, but also a way to really help us grow as a business school for prospective students, help them get onto our campus, develop themselves as leaders, and then continue on after graduation. I think what's also exciting is there's going to be a huge component of interacting with alumni. So there will be opportunities for mentorship with higher level alumni and our current students within the program. So that'll be a great opportunity to kind of see the connection between your current experience and what life could be like after college.
Yeah, that's awesome. And as you mentioned, alumni, I know a lot of students who receive jobs or internships after LaSalle, whether they're in the School of Business or all around campus. Alumni is a great connection, so that's awesome. Now, from my understanding, there is an application process for this. What do students have to look for to get themselves ready to apply, and when is the right time in their college career to apply for this?
Absolutely, good questions. So right now our application is live. We have a place on the website now, so if you go to the School of Business, click the BLFP or Business Leadership Fellows Program tab, you'll get more information, and then it's a simple application where you just upload your resume, fill out a few of the essay questions, and then submit it to my team. We then review, and then it's whether a Skype interview or in-person interview, and then the committee will decide if you are accepted into the program. So it's open to transfer students, it's open to current students, as well as prospective students or incoming students. So I encourage all students, if they're a sophomore right now, to apply, or maybe even a junior, a prospective junior. So really get out there, because then you can begin your opportunities and start in the program.
That's amazing. So our new explorers who are going to be starting in the fall, they can potentially come in this program already. Wow.
It'll kick off in the fall of 2018.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to that start and beginning it, and I'll have my first class then.
That's amazing. And what types of classes will it be like? Will there be like a component where they have to meet all together, or is it like just one-on-one basis?
Yeah, there's going to be a mix of them. So a lot of individual one-on-one meetings with me throughout the semesters, and then there will be opportunities for them to come together as like a cohort or a group, whether it's doing community service or engaging in like a business topic or workshop. So they'll have opportunities to mix and mingle and network within their cohort. And then obviously when graduation from the program happens as well. So.
Nice. So within, besides it just being helpful for these students to get jobs, because that is basically everyone's overall goal when coming to college. There also is the service aspect and the leadership aspect, which helps them as people in general. Are those aspects dealt with just through the School of Business, or are there opportunities throughout the whole university that they would have to kind of heighten their resumes through those aspects?
I think it's just a side note, it's pretty fascinating because I used to be a recruiter, and so there's actually a statistic that shows that 80% of employers are looking for leadership development. Or have some sort of leadership identity. And so I think that really just hits home for this program. And so leadership encompasses many things. And you have to work with different kinds of people and learn different things and how to interact with others. So I definitely want to interact with different departments here on campus, different workshops, different programs to have them attend and be a part of, because that's only going to help them learn more about themselves and who they are and how they can make their impact in their community here at LaSalle, in the Philadelphia community, and then organizations that they want to be a part of.
Very nice. That's awesome. That's really great. I think that this program is going to be very beneficial for our business students.
I do too.
And is it open to only business majors, or can business minors apply as well?
Right now, only open to current undergraduates within the business school. Okay. So my goal is hopefully that we get enough attraction with this program and see that it works, and then maybe we can explore potentially opening it up to different areas on campus, or maybe making it bigger to encompass other departments as well.
Very nice.
So.
Well, that's super exciting. And
Thank
I know
you.
you said that you've been working with Mary Sheila McDonald, so that's awesome. The two of you will be able to create this from the ground up, and I'm excited to see how it gets going and launching in fall of 2018. It's very exciting. Well, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Great.
In the coming process.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So I really like the idea of this program. I personally feel like it's very important for students to either gain leadership skills or enhance their skills. And when you go out into the real world and look for a job, you know, they want someone to be a leader. They don't want someone to just sit back. So it's a good program to get their feet, you know, wet. So
yeah, definitely. And she had a lot of really great information too to add about it. So that'll be really interesting to see.
Yep. But it's time for our first break. But when we come back, we'll talk about how a popular Philly food attraction is celebrating its anniversary. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Eddie Dunn, host of LaSalle's favorite TV game show, Q&A. I'm here today to tell you to watch LaSalle TV. Though if you're seeing this commercial, that means you're already watching LaSalle TV. So I guess keep it up. You're doing an awesome job. I hope you like what you're seeing.
OMG, join LaSalle TV, it's the place to be. What we got is what you need. Come and follow me on a trip through the campus with my squad at the Union and the Union. See my man's Todd at the call on the hammers like a savage. He be on the camera like 1, 2, 3, action. Makes it sounds back to back, and that's a fact. D1 Sports we never lack. Calm center, almost there, north to south. Man, that walk is never fair. Passing battles straight to Newman. See some kids and tell them join the crew. As he enter the studio with the new recruits. LaSalle TV, enjoy it near you.
LTV News, where the action never stops.
I love watching LTV News. I love watching LTV News every Sunday at 10:30.
I love LTV News producer Dave Roberts.
Before I go to class on Monday mornings, I watch LTV News at 8 a.m.
I love watching Kirsten and Callie on LTV News.
Tuesdays at 10, we watch LTV News.
I'm Eddie Dunn, host of LaSalle's favorite TV game show, Q&A. Do you know that LaSalle TV is an entirely student-run organization? Probably, right? Do you also know that I happen to know all of the words to Eminem's Rap God? It's crazy, right? It's like 6 minutes. I'm not going to do it here, but just trust me that I know the words.
Philadelphia will be gaining another museum to the collection in June 2019 with the Museum of Sports. The museum is planned to be located in South Philadelphia right next to the sports complexes at Pattison Avenue and Darien Street. The museum will be host to some of Philadelphia's great sports history, including Mike Schmidt's 1980 home run crown and historic memorabilia like Jackie Robinson's first contract. The museum will have mainly rotating exhibits to give fans a look at different legendary relics every visit. The exhibit will include many objects that can be touched. Dr. Nicholas DePace demonstrated this by tossing around the kickoff ball in January's NFC Championship between the Eagles and Vikings.
And corporate powerhouse Under Armour and ESPN are teaming up with the local Initiatives Support Corporation to revitalize empty lots in Baltimore, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia. The movement is called Replay and allows for community-based organizations in these cities to ask for grants to rejuvenate old recreational public spaces that have been mistreated over time and are in desperate need of help. The companies are looking to grant over $4,000 through the project. The project stems from studies that have shown if vacant lots are cleaned up, there is a greater sense in community pride and outdoor interactions. The community will not only look to bring life back into the public spaces, but also to the community as a whole.
The Philadelphia Parking Authority has proposed a new 50-cent fee for all taxi, Lyft, and Uber rides in the city. This money that is collected from the fee would be divided. 2/3 of it would go to the city school district, and rest would go towards offsetting the cost of regulations and increasing vehicles and drivers that are now on the road since the legislation of ride-hauling services like Lyft and Uber. The fee would replace the 1.4% tax assessed on rides-hailing services that currently exists. Adding a 50-cent fee is estimated to raise up to $13.5 million a year, or $10 million more than what the current tax structure is raising.
Reading Terminal Market is turning 125 years old, and the city of Philadelphia is celebrating all year long. The market will feature live music and different speakers every few weeks throughout the year. Additionally, Reading Terminal Market will be offering giveaways, extra discounts, and cooking demonstrations during the celebration. Lastly, Reading Terminal is encouraging customers to share their memories of the market with them. Customers can fill out a questionnaire about their experience with an opportunity to have their stories featured in the Reading Terminal Market birthday time capsule. A detailed calendar of events can be found on the market's website at readingterminalmarket.org/125th anniversary. I like the cooking demonstrations.
Yeah,
I should take advantage of that. I need to up my skills on how to cook because I'm lacking that. I can make some great cereal, but that's about it. So I'll have to check it out.
God, Reading Terminal is a great place.
Yeah.
Well, coming up after this last break, we will take a look at the plans for an unusual new building design. Stay tuned.
Salle TV.
I love that new show, Flip.
I gotta keep up, so news you can use has to be my favorite.
I love LaSalle Sports, so Sportsline is my favorite TV show.
We love LaSalle TV.
I love that new show with the psychology department, Relationships 101.
I love Backstage Pass. It's my favorite show.
We love LaSalle TV.
Sports Talk Philadelphia.
Q&A, I love that show.
It's gotta be LaSalle TV News.
I love LaSalle TV.
Turning to presidential news, President Trump, in wake of the Parkland, Florida high school shooting on February 14th, has been vocal on the topic of having teachers and staff carrying concealed firearms in classrooms and schools to protect students. He has called for bonuses for educators who volunteered to carry a firearm. There were expectations that Trump was going to propose federal legislation on arming teachers, but it did not seem to be a priority. The president tweeted, "Armed educators love our students and will protect them. Very smart people must be firearms adapt and have annual training, should get yearly bonus. Shooting will not happen again. Up to the states."
Farmers in Japan have created a modification to one of everyone's favorite fruit. By freezing banana growth cells at -76°C and then slowly thawing them, these farmers have managed to grow bananas with a softer, edible skin. The farmers have called them manji bananas, which roughly translate to incredible bananas in English, and have said that they have wanted to produce a way to create the bananas that were delicious and safe without the use of chemicals. According to a spokesperson, there is not much taste in the skin, especially compared to the inside of the banana. As it is still early on in the production, the bananas are selling for about $4 a piece, but the farm is planning to produce about 10 times the original number this year.
Quite an unusual project is in the works for the Japanese construction company Sumitomo Forestry, which says that it plans on building the world's tallest wooden skyscraper in Tokyo. Named West 350, the 1,148-foot 70-story structure will be composed of a hybrid of wood and steel. 90% of the building will be reportedly constructed out of wood, an amount that will come to nearly 185,000 cubic meters of timber. As reported by CNBC, West 350 will contain stores, offices, and private rooms. Sumitomo Forestry says that it wish for, present quote, a view of biodiversity and urban setting, unquote. With that, a wish comes a pretty substantial price tag. The project is set to cost around $5.6 billion US, which is twice as much as the average project of this size. The building is set to be completed in 2041, just in time for Sumitomo Forestry's 350th anniversary.
And in strange news from around the world, Kentucky Fried Chicken, also known as KFC, had a chicken shortage in the UK. There are more than 900 restaurants located in Britain, and almost half of them had to shut down. Some of these KFC locations had to have limited menus, but those items quickly ran out. KFC has released a full statement apologizing, saying that they were sorry and said a chicken restaurant without any chicken is not ideal. They also stated that they were making progress to have more fresh chicken delivered to their restaurants. Well, that just about does it for this episode. But be sure to find us on the web as well as the rest of LaSalle TV on our Facebook page. We love to hear your thoughts, so tweet at us using our Twitter handle and start the conversation.
If you missed the scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on YouTube on our LaSalle TV Philly page.
Until next time, for Caitlin, Justin, and the entire crew, I'm Callie Montana, and thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.